Hello everyone! Today we're talking about the 4.17 Emergency Responders Form. This form is very important for assisted living facilities in Arizona. It helps us take care of our residents when there's an emergency. This form makes sure we can talk to doctors and emergency workers quickly. It also helps us follow Arizona law. We need to fill it out correctly every time there's an emergency. In the next few sections, we'll go through each part of the form. We'll learn what information to put in each box. We'll also talk about why each piece of information is important. The first part of the form asks for information about the assisted living facility. This includes the name, address, and phone number. We need to make sure this information is correct and up to date. There is a space to write down who to call for emergencies. This number needs to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This way, someone can always answer the phone if there's a problem. Next, we fill out the resident information section. This part asks for the resident's name, date of birth, and room number. It's important to double-check that we have the right resident. We also need to write down the resident's emergency contact information. This includes their name, relationship to the resident, and phone number. This way, we can reach them quickly if there's an emergency. Now we move on to the reason for emergency response section. Here we explain why we need to call for help. Is it a fall? A fever? Trouble breathing? We need to be clear and specific when describing the emergency. This helps the paramedics know what to expect when they arrive. For example, we might write resident fell out of bed and is complaining of hip pain. Next comes the resident medical information section. This is where we write down important details about the resident's health. We list any allergies they have and what medications they take. It's important to attach the resident's most recent medication list to the form. This gives the paramedics a complete picture of the resident's medical history. Section 4. Facility Actions and Necessary Attachments. The Facility Actions Taken section is where we document what steps we took to help the resident before the paramedics arrived. Did we give them any medication? Did we check their vital signs like their pulse and blood pressure? We need to write down everything we did to help. This information is important for the paramedics to know. It also shows that we took action to keep the resident safe. Before we hand the form to the paramedics, we need to make sure we have all the necessary attachments. This includes the resident's medication list, a copy of their advance directive, and any other important medical documents. Section 5. Emergency Transfer Details and Follow-up Actions. The Emergency Transfer Details section is where we record information about where the resident is being taken. We write down the name of the hospital and the time the ambulance left the facility. Once the resident is safely on their way to the hospital, we need to take some follow-up actions. We need to notify the resident's family or responsible party about the emergency. We also need to inform the resident's physician. It's important to document who we contacted and when. This helps everyone stay informed about the resident's condition. Section 6. Signatures, retention, and importance of accuracy. Finally, we need to sign the form and make sure the paramedics sign it too. This shows that we're all on the same page about the resident's condition. We keep a copy of the completed form in the resident's file. Remember, accurately filling out the 4.17 Emergency Responders Form is crucial. It ensures the safety and well-being of our residents. It also helps us follow Arizona law and provide the best possible care. Thank you for taking the time to learn about this important form. Remember, if you have any questions, always ask a supervisor or a nurse. Angel Arms Complete Care Services is here for homeowners and caregivers. We appreciate you watching our training videos. Please consider giving us a like. If you need help with this form, policies and procedures, or other forms, contact AACCS at 623-241-1611 or email us at aaccs1611@gmail.com.